Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew King. In today's episode, I'd like to take a moment to share with you the status of the cyber attacks and ransomware. As you know, during the summer of last year, 2021, there's been a lot of attacks that's been in the news. In fact, a lot of the attacks were targeted large businesses. Let me just share you of some of the companies that you've probably seen in the news. So in this case, for example, you've probably seen, the Colonial Pipeline. That was where the attacker compromised and caused a lot of gasoline shortage in the East Coast. And this created a huge problem for the US. The other companies that you may have not heard or may not be in the news as much was this, insurance firm CNA. They were hit with ransomware of last year. And then one of the other ones that you've seen is, or may not have realized, and maybe not be as big, is the Houston Rocket was also hit with a cyber attack. So all these companies were being targeted by the hackers because they had money and the security, were not as tight because of they got hit. And these huge companies, however, over the years, you don't hear as much in the last quarter of 2021. And the reason for that is these companies now have been putting a lot of resource into their business to protect their network, to train their employees in order to minimize any future attacks. And furthermore, there's been a lot of money that is being put into the government. The Biden administration has also gone after a lot of these attackers. However, that's not stopping them. They shifted from the larger firms to the smaller business today. They're coming after smaller businesses because they are, I would say, the low-hanging fruit, you might say, because they're not investing or have the resource compared to the larger businesses to put in. One of the recent incidents I want to share with you was a accounting and CPA firm. So the accounting and CPA firm contacted us after they were hit with ransomware. They started out, they have two locations. One was in Texas, the other one in California. The Texas the location got hit first. And then when they got hit in California, they contacted us. They had an in-house IT person who was supposed to take care of their network and secure them. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, they did not, have all the security in place, or thought they had all the security in place intact. When we did our analysis and did, a cybersecurity risk assessment, we found that they had opened up the Windows remote desktop protocols to allow the employees to work from home and access all the system. And that's how the hacker exploited that to gain access to their network. And now they're hit with $300,000 in both locations. On top of that, we learned that they were using, they didn't have a firewall, or they didn't have multi-factor authentication and VPN in place as they're working from home. So all these things led to the fact that led to the compromise. Now, that's because they got compromised. It's not just $600,000. They may also have to deal with other security, fines. If they have to do credit monitoring, they have to deal with claims from third party or their customers, plus loss of business. So all of these are going to be a big major problem for them. And the purpose of this article was to share with you what you can do and how you can check if your business, needs to have a cybersecurity risk assessment. So down here on the bottom, you can take, a free risk assessment to determine if your business is protected. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.